because you are struggling to make a living. Okay, let's continue.
After 30 years in this business,
After, I'm going to speak, 30 years, or let's say like maybe the first 10
I
years.
don't want to get
was
close to that
really
high
trying
ground over there.
So I attracted myself to the
We'll chip off the side. Let me see if there's another car
establish,
here.
Y'all
establish
said that they
myself.
paying me cool.
I've been in this business and making films now over 2
Uh-oh,
decades.
hold up.
Still, with 2 Oscar nominations, been in many big blockbuster films, and yet I have, I'm still struggling financially to make a living.
Lay him down. His partner behind him.
Hey,
growing up, you're one of the first big black actors I saw in big budget films. So it's mind-boggling.
Partner was behind him. Don't worry about it.
systemic
Back to the
racism
car.
is
Back to the
something
car. I don't
that,
leave my car.
you
Every
can
time I
deal
leave my
with
car,
life.
I lose.
It's so deep in, it's rooted in so
Let's see if
many
it's a little energy in
things
here.
across the board, and you don't always comment, and you just have to sort of like you have to cope with it and survive the best way you can.
What do you hope your legacy will be in this industry for your acting, for your philanthropy?
Don't leave. Don't take my car, man.
It's,
There you go. Take my car. You want to? I'm
compelling
gonna shoot you.
to do something for my continent and do something for my people in general, and to champion this idea of reconciliation and reconnection with the motherland. I
We
just
finna
hope
roll.
that I
Give him
have,
a gun straight.
contributed to change the.
All right, so let's deal with the elephant in the room. Okay, let's address. He says he spent 30 years in the game, is systematically racist because he's not making the money that he wants to make. He didn't get the awards that he wants.
See how you can ride there, partner.
And he's still struggling
I'm a
financially.
sharpshooter.
So many other factors that go into this. Let's assume, for the sake of conversation,
Let's see how good you really
that
is. I'm behind you.
they
Keep
didn't
going.
acknowledge him for an award.
Keep going. Keep
Maybe
going,
he didn't
dude.
deserve it. Them giving it to somebody else that did a better job. Maybe he did deserve it for us to say, give us free. And I'ma stop. I don't care nothing about no.
I just make sure nobody on
I
this
got
top
invited
side.
to an awards for streamers or for YouTubers or something like that.
See what that is first.
I'm not about no award. I'm about this Monday.
Hold on, let me get that juice.
Which brings us to point number 2, right? About the systematic racism. And I'm always wondering who deserves to get what. Like,
Hold up. Leave my
how do you
gun.
determine whether or not somebody should be paid X amount of dollars
That's
or
right.
Y amount of dollars? How does that work? I thought that people get paid what they negotiate.
Go. Good, you good.
How do we know that he don't have knowledge? How do we know that he don't
You
have
going outside the circle now.
Are you supposed to be rich? Do you deserve to be rich? Does that
It's
automatically
10.
come
Let's pick
along
off.
with
Let's see what
you doing big blockbuster films? I see white guys all the time.
2 and 2
that
look
acted
like.
in films that didn't necessarily.
I'm trying to third party right here.
Rich. I know some actors say that they did some roles for $5,000 for free, get their name in the door, all of this other type of stuff. How do you determine how rich somebody is supposed to be? And also, does your lifestyle factor in? You know, meaning
They gonna all be on top of that doggone thing. We're not going there. I don't think the store gonna push there.
Just because you acted in some big blockbuster films. What do we know? How do we know he wasn't tricking off at the club? How do we know he ain't got no holes on the side? I know a whole lot of YouTubers. They got 1 million plus subscribers.
I go one.
They go to work. They got their 1 million subscribers. I know a whole lot of TikTokers. How do you determine whether or not you're supposed to have a whole bunch of money? Who's to determine? Who says who is supposed to get what? That's all I'm asking.
See him, partner.
When you release yourself by the demons that come along with thinking that everything is against you and you start to make adjustments, I feel like I deserve to get $30 million a
That's
year.
somebody shoot. Don't jump
Being
down there,
on the news
partner. Don't jump down there. No, no, no.
Does it matter how I feel? Or
Don't
does it
jump
matter
down there,
what they
partner.
did
Don't jump. Don't jump that bait. That's too far. Get the
I'm not
car.
waiting on nobody.
Get the car.
I don't really
The
deserve to
car
get
saves
anything from
everything.
anybody. I get what I earn. And so if you
Just
don't
hop in.
necessarily care,
It's
then
6
you go
left.
create your own film. Go invest in your own studio. You make the adjustments.
Okay,
you
they
do what you
over
gotta
there.
do, but nobody can.
So watch how we go around.
And I know they're gonna say anti.
Wait on it.
Maybe you don't care. All this type of stuff. Maybe you ain't black enough.
Oh,
You're not
he
black,
in
you
that
black.
thing there, but they gotta come out because it's storm.
Excuses.
That's one.
I'm tired of the systematic racism approach. It just doesn't resonate with me. It's not a thing that I can really tap into. I've never really wanted to be a part of the Victim Olympics. I never.
That's
really
one. The other one is
anybody else's
invisible.
thoughts. Just go and do whatever it is that I want to do. I'm not about to sit here and beg nobody.
Oh, he had a good sword too, boy.
And so if I feel like I deserve it, then I'm gonna go and earn it.
Let's
I'm not
go,
waiting on
partner.
nobody to give me nothing. I don't feel like anybody owes me anything.
Let's
I don't
go,
into
partner.
interviews, even in corporate America, and say something like, well, you guys deserve to pay this because they making that. You get what you deserve. Often at times, I will tell you, I would say 9 times out of 10, I'm making way above whatever my contemporaries or my coworkers are, or any of my peers, or anybody in that same industry, because I network effectively or whatever. I just think that if you don't,
Oh,
don't complain about it, go and get that bag.
Second, good job, man.
But it's just too many other factors that go into it to just say, oh man, he deserves more. He deserves to be rich. I don't know what his lifestyle is. Somebody in the chat said that he paying child support to Kimora Lee Simmons, or he was busting down Kimora Lee Simmons or something like that. I thought it was an interesting story, though. I thought it was an interesting story. Shout out to everybody that's inside of the chat. Shout out to everybody that tuned in for the None in the Morning show today. You guys are the greatest audience on earth.
that was a good run, that though.
If you have a credit score under 6, we're working on it. We still trying to figure it out. Though. We gonna figure it out. We gonna
That was a good one.
We gonna make sure that the people recognize us one way or another. Thank you to Trini Life Studio says. Trini Life says nice studio. Look nice and enjoying the show. Thank you to Trini Life. Let me read some more of these super chats and then we'll go from there. Let me see who else we got here. Jay Ben in the building says, where's Auntie Mystique? Did she ask, are you okay yet? Or is she too busy cropping Trump out of the funeral pig? The studio is dope. Love the evolution. Thank you, Jay Ben. I appreciate you. Master Irrigation says, Pastor Bishop AD, shout out to you. Kevin Kaiser says, shout out from Nairobi. Congrats on the studio. Love to see you win.
Let's go where the fire is. They can't touch me. Come on, partner. I'll meet you somewhere if you want to. Not a problem here. Mark, where you gonna be? I'll be there in a few. Gotta let me know where you gonna be, partner. Oh, shucks, you came over here. I want to see what your skills look like. What is this thing here? Ah. Oh my God. I heard that show. Man, let's go. Get this one more and we out. Let's run. Where we going? We going there. We gonna head to there. Let's see who get there first. Get to that spot first. See who get to that spot first. It's a game I like to play. See who gets to that spot first. I mark it. See if you can beat me to that spot. Kill anybody get in your way. I forgot to tell you that part. You mark another spot? Okay, go. See who get there first. That means you gotta kill whoever's in your way too. Make a pit stop here. That means you gotta kill whoever's in your way. When you get to the spot, mark danger, danger. I know I'm gonna beat you to the spot. You know why? Because I'm gonna cheat. Let me kill these two if I can. Boy, it's a lot going on here. Ah, there was two of them. They got me, partner. Bam. I thought it was one. They got me. There's two of them. Pretty decent shots.
Xavier Williams says these actors need to schedule coaching calls with you, kind dog. Shaking my head, this is getting out of hand. I agree. I would love to see the paycheck for it. He sounds like
They hit and kept moving.
Typo. Elsa Turner says Gmon should have went to the Diddy Jamie Foxx party. Jay Denoir, 89 says systematic.
Get him.
More dragon
Throw
in
your
his pocket too.
dragon.
Yes, Denise Nicole, 82 says he was married to Kimberly Simmons. He had money.
Throw your dragon and knock that piece of building off.
Kristen says, AD, sounds like you need to join the bag chasers. Speaking of which, make sure you guys jump into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Post it to the top of the chat. I'll be dropping a video soon, and then directly after the inauguration, going straight to the stock club.
Boy, you hightailed it out of there. I like that.
And then last but not least, we got the Q show tonight, so that should be absolutely awesome. All right, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Any super chats that I missed,
I'm still trying to figure that out. That was
still
smooth.
working out the kinks. I had to go live at some point. You got to work the kinks out real time. Hopefully, by the time that February hits, everything is good. We get that new internet connection, and that everything continues to go well. We got new everything coming in. So much stuff happening. Let me just give you all an update on our upcoming schedule. So we have the Trump inauguration. So I will not be back.
You got sore.
Wednesday back in the studio, but we're gonna live stream it. We're gonna try to get the rest of the kids out today, tomorrow,
hey, boy.
And Wednesday. And then
I hope you can disappear.
Be off to the race.
I hope you can disappear.
I love you guys. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys tap the Patreon link in the description. Again, the Q show is tonight. I will be dropping an exclusive video on Patreon, and then we going straight into the Stock Club and make sure we get in the Block Club and Tax Club and all of those good things. I would love it if you guys hit a like for the algorithm. I would love if you subscribe. You guys are the greatest audience on earth. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm going to see you guys tonight. Peace.
Where the hell you going? You ain't got no energy. There go about energy to the left, to the left, to the... Oh, you got one. Inside the house. I like that. Get out of there. He chased you down. Dang. Wow. I can't believe he chased you. Shoot. I'm gonna say that one. Say that one. Followed you for so long.
Make the most of your money with high-yield cash from Robinhood Gold.
We are talking to 2020. The playoffs are half episode tomorrow. This is the winning time moment. Snap to Daniels. He's going to wonder his life. We're not going to give up to Fox hit 0. We'll see you in Detroit.
Yeah, we won one weekend of football. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to First Take. Thank you for being with us. That is the Hall of Famer, Shannon Sharp in the green.
Let's go, Shannon.
How we doing, big time? And of course, the one and
Yo.
only Stephen A. Smith. I'm Molly
CA.
here. Gentlemen, hope you all had a fabulous weekend. We good to dive right in because we got a lot
Let's
of football
get
to
it.
break down. And we'll start with that cat you just saw. Jaden Daniels ran for a critical first down to set up a Zane Gonzalez's 37-yard field goal that clanged off the right upright and went through as time expired. And the Commanders beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 23-20 in an NFC wildcard game Sunday night
You
to the
go here.
franchise's first playoff win
I'm gonna go
in
here.
nearly 7,000 days and will face the Lions Saturday. Here's Jaden on the win and Baker on the loss.
Nah, not at all. I don't know. It probably won't hit me until whenever this rookie campaign ends. Kind of in that mode. It's like, hey, one game at a time. Now we're focusing on Detroit. We got a short week, so we got to get our bodies
A lot
back
of them
right to
coming
move
that
forward,
way.
Saturday night.
I mean, right now it absolutely sucks. So it's disappointing overall because I believe in this team. I believe we had the talent and the coaching staff and everybody around us to be able to go far. But looking back, trying to take a step back, big picture, is this group fought.
He may be a rookie, but he was looking like a vet. Shake Dark, you take it first. Was last night more about Jaden advancing or Baker losing?
What about Jaden Daniels? If you look at it in a situation like this, guys, Jaden Daniels was sensational. And if we go back and study his tape all year long, guys, if you look at him, we've seen him do this more times than not. There have been more situations in which Jaden Daniels have been on the winning side because of his play late in the ball game. We saw him do it against the Eagles. We've seen him do it against Chicago. We've seen him do it a number of times. He played way beyond the years of being a rookie. And so we're not surprised that when a game is this close, one turnover can do you. It was that one turnover that Baker had when he fumbled the football. They were up 17-13, and now all of a sudden it gives the Commanders another crack at the ball, and they get the ball in there. But Jaden Daniels was sensational. They had him dead and right. I think 94 Yancey had him on fourth, had him stopped. He does a great job at stiff arming. He gets around the edge. He dives for the first down, and we all know they run the clock down. They kick a joint field goal, and they win the ball game. Baker didn't play particularly bad. He was 15 of 18, had 2 touchdowns. Obviously, the disparity of the play, 69-44. But when you have a turnover that late in the ball game, no matter how well you play, turnovers late, guy played well, it can do your chances of winning. And that's what happened in Tampa Bay. But this was more about Jaden Daniels. Even though he's a rookie, I couldn't tell.
It took you 3 minutes to try to get one in there. This is about.
Oh, no, my bad, Dad.
This is about Jaden Daniels. This organization was a mockery for what feels like 15 or 20 years outside of that brief little window that they had with RG3. This is about a guy, he was the second quarterback taken, and he's doing this. He should have been the first quarterback taken. This is a guy that, 6 weeks ago, Shannon, Stephen A. Molly, maybe started to hit that rookie wall. If you remember that Thursday night game, I believe, versus the Eagles, when he didn't play well and he didn't look like himself, and that offensive rookie of the year conversation with him and Bo Nix, it got a little interesting. It's about a young man that everyone said, well, is he going to survive? It's a long season in the NFL. Can't go running in the NFL like you did in the SEC.
What are you doing, partner? Let's go.
You know what? Maybe he was as good as he was in college because he had those 2 ridiculous receivers. How's that working out, everybody?
Let's go.
A young man that has gone to the Commanders and totally changed the next 10 years. But it's also about a coaching staff that was cast off. Dan Quinn, not good enough, get out of here. Cliff Kingsbury, not good enough, get out of here. And the fact that he's doing this, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody in this regard, but he's doing it really with the necessary attributes of what it takes to play at that position at a high level, as us going, in Washington, go to Detroit and upset the Detroit Lions.
Y'all, you two amaze me. You really, really do. I mean, first of all, you're both wrong. And here's the reason why. We're not talking about the season. We're not talking about his rookie campaign. We're talking about yesterday. Yesterday, Baker Mayfield has the ball with a 17-13 lead and fumbles. That's what happened. They don't fumble the ball. They don't turn it over, Shannon. They don't turn it over, Dan Orlovsky. Is the Buccaneers losing this game? In all likelihood, I'd say no. I'd say no. We don't know that for sure. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to imply that we do. I'm just prognosticating from the standpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm just saying, you got a 17-13 lead and you don't turn the ball over. If you got a 17-13 lead, you don't turn the ball over. Let's say, for example, you go down and you score. It's an entirely different situation here. And so I'm looking at it from that standpoint. I'm not taking anything away. I don't disagree with a word y'all said about Jaden Daniels in terms of the season that he's had, the greatness that he's put on display, the fact that he doesn't look like a rookie. He's clearly going to be the offensive rookie of the year. The brother is special. There is no doubt about this. He is everything the nation's capital fantasized about RG3 being when he was there, and then some. And oh, by the way, when you think about a rookie, when his first rookie to win since Russell Wilson beat RG3 in 2012. And so you got to look at it from that standpoint. I get where y'all are coming from. I'm simply making the point that that turnover was that crucial. This is not about the season. This is about yesterday. And yesterday, if Baker Mayfield doesn't commit that turnover, it puts Tampa Bay in a far better position to walk away with the victory like yesterday, as opposed to it actually happening.
But here's where I push back on it, Stephen A. I understand that the fumble matters, but you know what else matters even more? That on 4th and goal, Dan Quinn goes for it again when on the previous series they got stopped and Jaden throws a touchdown. So while the turnover matters, if Jaden doesn't throw that touchdown pass, the turnover actually doesn't even really ever happen.
Which speaks to the greatness of Jaden Daniels, because he's done it on numerous occasions, 5 or 6 times this year. I get that part, but if he doesn't have the ball,
you make it our point, Stephen A.
Shannon, I don't think I am, Shannon. I don't think I am. I'm saying if Baker Mayfield holds onto the ball, Jaden Daniels doesn't have as many opportunities.
But what happens if they don't score on that possession? It doesn't matter if the team turns the ball over. It only matters if you capitalize on said turnover. It was because of Jaden Daniels. Go ahead.
Shannon, here's what I just want you to know. I want to look after my brother here. I want to look after my brother.
Come on, man. He got that sword. That
the more you talk to make this point, the more DL is going to be able to come at you for what you say about Joe Burrow. See, you're not thinking about that. That's what he's doing. He's sitting there rah-rahing you.
No, but don't rah you. No, but here's the thing. But the point is, he didn't play bad. He only missed 2 throws. He had 2 touchdowns. But a turnover late in the ball game, no matter how well you play, yes, but can you capitalize? You see, when Joe Burrow was turning the ball over, Lamar capitalized on it. When he turned the ball over, Patrick Mahomes capitalized on it. When he turned the ball over, Jaden Daniels capitalized on it. So that's my point. You can have great numbers, but if you turn the ball over at the most inopportune time, Dan knows this. All turnovers aren't created equal. A turnover in the first quarter doesn't weigh the same as a turnover in the fourth quarter late in the ball game. That's my only point. But if you turn the ball over and some other team can't capitalize on it, it doesn't mean anything.
have been an easy get, but you blew it, capiche? No more sliding back, confrontation, heart attack. Now you're trying to take it back, but you blew it, capiche? Stupid, silly, dumb noodle with the humdrum attitude. Silly, come loudy. No one gives a fuck about who you
You have to be able to open field tackle. That is the number one thing is don't let these 40-yard plays, or don't let these 6-yard plays turn into 40-yard plays. You have to be able to tackle, and quite honestly, we have not seen anyone do it. And don't forget, crush, another one that the stop the rate option is your interior deep alignment, you got to get pressed. Now you clog it up though, right? So you slow down here, and then you have guys that replace and get Lamar Jackson.
All I know is I have never seen it be stopped with them chasing. Big boys with the D tackles and them stop the run. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, this is a team to stop that though.
You're watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish.
Oh, you watched some Eagles. You think it was, oh my God, it was not that.
Let's have this conversation again. Today's show is going to be different than any other show we have had on a Monday. It is jam-packed, it is action-packed, and it is all meaningful. This is the facility. Shady McCoy, Jalen Hurts, he got the job done. But his teammate A.J. Brown was reading a book on the sideline. I mean, you could suggest that's how uninvolved A.J. Brown was in the game. But shout out to A.J. Brown because I think he is a fearless leader and he is an all-pro. Hard to do. Shady, you were there in person. Your opinion, it matters more than mine. I watched it on a box on a TV screen. How would you grade Jalen Hurts' performance?
Before we get to the grades,
do you think?
I just want to be happy, man. It's a win. You know?
It's a win.
And to be there, I just did like the first playoff game, your boy was on the field. You know what I'm saying? I want Coach Jackson. I got my son there, my nephew having a great time. So let me just show some love to that before I get into my tape. Third game, everybody's there. Okay, bring it up. Let's get to the top. Okay, now ask me a question again.
Shady McCoy, how do you grade Jalen Hurts' performance?
D. Oh, man, D. These get degrees, though, right? I mean, I left the 3.1 okay, but on a serious note, you know, I'm guilty of the winning for quarterbacks stat, right? Because I don't know about winning in game. But now when I look at it, I'm somewhat to blame because I can't be blind to what's going on with Jalen Hurts. Now, I will give him some grace because he was hurt with a head injury, right? And he was gone for a while. But when I watch that game, let me just tell you this. If you're watching a game and you take the volume down to 0, you would think we was blowing this team up by 50 points. But then when you're at the game and I'm watching, as much as I'm cheering for the defense making plays, I was kind of nervous. You know why? Because in the first half, we had 3 turnovers, Chase, and we were only up 10-0, and they had a missed field goal.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right? They were on the sales, though.
Good point.
3 first half turnovers. They have a missed field goal, and we only up 10-0. Why am I so happy?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna come on TV, and because it's my team, that is my quarterback, and I'm gonna say, oh well, he won the game, so it don't matter. No, no, I'm not gonna do that. Everybody has to be held accountable. The reason why you have Saquon Barkley, 2,000-yard rusher, got the best offensive line in football. You have an all-pro receiver, A.J. Brown. You have a solid tight end with Dallas, and then you have
really good
Smitty on the number 2. We should be smoking teams if you get 3 turnovers.
What do you think the problem was in person?
I'm getting to it, Jay. I'm getting to it, Chase. I'm getting to it. Another thing is, when I'm watching Jalen Hurts play, he's not reading. He's not looking down. He's not looking to take those. Not even no chances to throw the ball in general. He's throwing 50-50 balls. We watch some games where it's a 50-50 ball, right? And it ain't gotta be A.J. Brown. 50-50 ball to our receiver. You might get a flag.
I mean, was it 1 or 2?
We're not even trying it.
There was just one of them.
This game, they did a great job containing Saquon Barkley. Yeah, okay, did a good job of that. Cool. But now what? It's so hard to guard against the players. A guy like A.J. Brown, if you're not going to use him one target, one catch, rookie out there. Why you passing all that money to use him? All I'm saying, I'm happy to win. Well, we will not beat.
It was 2.
If you Sam Darnold, we will not beat the Rams playing like that. If you, I'm not going to mention it. If you put points up against some people, be in trouble. Think about this though. Why have all them superstar guys on offense if you want to play a game like we got a rookie? We know how to take the that we have for the Eagles, right? Kellen Moore. Hell of a coach. He can't even run his plays. Do you watch how different it is when the backups played last game and the game before that? You see the difference? This offense is way like, what is it? And another thing is like, and I'm being respectful as possible here, but I want my team to win.
Yeah.
If I'm the head coach and Nick Sirianni, all he does is win. When I watch that tape, I cannot be happy on the offensive side.
We can't win like that, man. We don't win a Super Bowl like we have a Super Bowl bound team. Like, our team wasn't as talented as they was. We might lose to that game. And the Packers was giving us the game. Like they didn't want to be. They followed the first play of the game. I was like, they want to be here.
That looked like a clear recovery.
Yo, but listen, real quick, we gotta be better on offense though. And Jalen Hurts, I'm holding him responsible for this because you will never have a team with a great offensive line like that. A 2,000 yard rusher in the backfield and the wide receivers, it won't always be like that. And if they not there, right, and that defense not playing as well, I'm nervous.
James, you were there. You were there. How was
my man's there. That man said it.
What was your opinion on?
My man said it. Deep.
It's real though. Like,
That's real. I graded him out as a C just because they won the game. But it wasn't an impressive performance by Jalen Hurts. The frustrating thing about Jalen Hurts is that the Green Bay Packers they set in too high safety, too shell the whole game, right? You got motions in your offense. We never once ran with the motion, which means what, quarterback? Not man, a zone. So, Jalen, you know every single play, every single pass play is zone, and you're still not letting the ball go. He threw hitches and he threw flats in that football game, right? And that is not going to win a championship. It won that game and it beat my Green Bay Packers, and our defense played really, really well. Our offense did not show up. That is not going to be a Super Bowl. I graded him out as a C. Another thing I noticed, live and in action. Because it's different when you're watching it on TV, and it's different when you're watching it in the game. Live and in action, I don't think Kellen Moore can be the offensive coordinator he want to be. He cannot dial the plays up that he wants to dial up. If you watch Kenny Pickett and those backup quarterbacks get in there, it was 9 routes, it was Dino routes, it was dagger routes, it was a lot of play action passing, balls going down the football field. With Jalen Hurts, it's a lot of 5-yard passes. It's not a lot of shots going down the field. He, to me, can't really call the game that he wants to call with Jalen Hurts. I wish I could let y'all know why, but I don't know why. But I'm not seeing it. I don't know if it's not the trust in Jalen Hurts. I don't know if Jalen Hurts ain't reading it the right way, but he's not calling in plays. To get 4 takeaways in the ball game and not take 1 shot play, that's a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and right after you get a turnover, it's a shot play. And the shot they did was a fake. You know what I'm saying? So it's either the lack of trust in him, or he's keeping it real simple for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts just not pulling the trigger. But I graded him out as a C, but it really wasn't nothing impressive. He did. He threw a flag to Dallas Goddard. We rushed forward. He had 97 seconds to throw the football. And you know what? He wants to bet on it. You know how you get little grades. Yeah. Oh, let me give him a C. He showed up. The work. He showed the class. He put the G in that one.
He showed up. I gave him a C as well. I think it was graded on a curve a little bit for me because I like Jalen. I think when Jalen plays his best, there are heights that this Eagles offense can go to that a lot of people's offenses around the league cannot go to. All right. So if you look at the stats, 13 of 21, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. You look at the QB rating, pretty high, pretty good, right? But there's 2 ways I judge a quarterback. And there's 2 different ways you can judge a quarterback, by stats and by wins. And there's a huge contingency of people out there that would argue winning is a quarterback stat. Let me just tell you, this is the type of performance that diminishes the argument that winning is a QB stat. Because the Philadelphia Eagles did not win because of Jalen Hurts. Yeah, the stats look great. Yeah, we sit up here, we praise him as a winner. And we're doing our job up here. We're trying to tell you what we see from 39, 38 years of experience. And with Jalen, he has an issue pulling the trigger when stuff is open. Now, stuff is not always going to be open. These 50-50 balls that James talks about and that Shady talks about. You have to take a chance because you have one of the best receivers in all of football. Top five. And quite honestly, one of the best number 2s in football in Devontae Smith. So you have this team around you. I went out there and I saw him, and I don't know if it was rust. I don't know if it was not trusting what he saw. But this wins. The QB stat crowd needs to get out of here because Jalen did not play up to his standard.
He did. The way I grade him is how you grade someone who's taking an elective course. It's pass, fail, he passed. If I give him a plus minus like Shady and everybody else, I go D plus, C minus, but he passed. Well, when I think about it very simply, the other quarterback had 3 interceptions, had no touchdown. Jalen Hurts had 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. At the end of the day, Jalen Hurts, he's an intuitive quarterback. That's what I'm just coming to the conclusion of. He's realized if my defense is going to play like the 2000 Ravens, then I can play like Trent Dilfer. If my defense is going to play like the 02 Bucks, then I can play like Brad Johnson. If my defense is going to play like the 15 Broncos, then I can play like a decrepit Peyton Manning. And when my defense does it, Jalen Hurts gets more. What I cannot say about Jalen Hurts is he finds a way. What I can say about Jalen Hurts, he always does what's required. The dilemma is when not a lot is required, he would want you to do more. And he doesn't do the more. He just does what is required. I think it was Bill Belichick said, more games are lost than are won. Most teams will find a way to lose the game. The Packers lost the game yesterday. Opening kick return fumble. They lost the game. Most teams will find a way to lose the game. The dilemma is if and or when the Eagles play a team that does not beat themselves, like the Kansas City Chiefs. If they play a team that does not beat themselves, like the Detroit Lions, then what will happen? But right now, I'm just conceding to the fact that, you know what, Jalen Hurts, you must just be an intuitive quarterback. You do what needs to be done. Because I think if Jordan Love would have put up 26, I think Jalen would have put up 30. That's just what I think. Every team is not blessed to have, every quarterback is not blessed to have a team like we had, right? And what I'm saying to you is, you let him off the hook. We all have a job to do. Think about what you're saying. You tell me if Jalen Carter don't want to give you everything because he don't have to do the offense playing well, what are we talking about? If Jalen Carter had an attitude, if Darius Slay had that, we don't win that game. Think about it though. So we all gotta do our job, but you don't. Let me ask you this. No, let me go for a second. Because when you said that, it hit me because I used to think like that. And I used to give you like, hey, we won the game. I don't care about if the backup quarterback for my team, for my Eagles played, we swept the Packers. Let me say it again. If the backup quarterbacks, because we're talking about Russ, I'm usually even play. Backups don't give them a chance to like knock their bust off. We are. Oh, they gotta go there and play. Tanner goes out there and puts up. Come on. Hey, both of them. I'm going to pick it next. Pick it, run too. Pick the ball up awesome. All I'm saying is that we have a job to do. You know, and as I got on the show today, right, I looked at social media first, and everybody is backing it. Yeah, I'm not coming at it, but I'm talking about what I see in the game. And for our team to be successful, my Eagles to be successful, we need everybody to play their role. I'm not saying that this is off the early on, but I do want Jalen Hurts to be efficient. Hey, this is your job. After watching Jalen Hurts for probably 65, 70 NFL games, can we conclude this? Jalen Hurts does what needs to be done. I'm not even trying to defend him because everybody thinks I hate to do it. I have no personal vendetta whatsoever. What I'm saying is this. If the Packers would have put up 28, I am convinced Hurts would have put up 30. I am convinced. But because he always does. But Chase, his whole career. Think about the year that performance playing like that, he did not put up that. Chase, the year the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, the Giants put up 7. Hurts didn't have to do nothing. The Niners put up 7 because all the Niners quarterbacks got hurt. Hurts didn't have to do nothing. The Chiefs put up 38. Hurts said, you know what? So it's time to go to work. So you can put some. I'm just trying to figure this out. So the defense on the other side, another team plays really well. I can play with. And if they don't play well, I can play bad. I'm just trying to figure that out. I just think Hurt because he had 13 completions, right? Like 3 of those is freaking screens. Okay. You threw the long run. He had 132 yards. The long run that Dallas had. He created a linear pass. He stepped on the diagram. The ball like that. As I watch it, I'm like, yo, what type of offense is this? YouTube family, welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.
Damn. Damn. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You got a sword. If you chase me, I'm over. One, I got my back to it. Come on. I got 4 right here. Get what you gonna get. Over here, we're taking the truck. Let's go. Good jumper right here, boy. Good jumper. 2, 1, good jumper, you can make that. There you go. Okay. Got it. What? We got company. We got 2 of them. Stop. Energy, we got go. We gotta go. We got company. Shit. I got beat up. Let's go. I gotta get some energy. Oh, right here. Hold up. Don't worry about him. Ah. Good shot.